One dead, home swept away as Hurricane Lala brings heavy rain to Hawaii's Big Island. Forecasters warn of life-threatening flooding, mudslides, and damaging winds up to 25 inches of rain possible at higher elevations. So originally we had Tropical Storm Lala that formed southeast or south, I think it was southeast of Hawaii. And then she prompted hurricane warnings as she shifted north and was expected to make a landfall, but she didn't make a landfall. However, she still brought hurricane conditions to Hawaii. Many customers was without power across Hawaii, mainly across the Big Island. So, yeah, and then we had many homes was swept away as Hurricane Lala passed through just off its coast, still bringing up to 10 to 25 inches of rain to many parts of the island. And dangerous storm surge was also reported. One dead, home swept away as Hurricane Lala brings heavy rainfall to Hawaii's Big Island. So let's go ahead and get started with this article. One person was killed in a storm-related car crash as Hurricane Lala brought fierce winds and pouring rain to Hawaii's Big Island on Saturday. Footage on social media showed floodwaters rising, overtaking roadways and bridges as Lala dumped rain on Hawaii's Big Island. Howling winds whipped the top of palm trees and waterways swelled with fast-moving runoff and relentless rain that blew nearly sideways. According to National Weather Service Honolulu's office, 2 homes were swept away due to intense rainfall on Naluchu, with flash flooding ongoing. Hawaii County Mayor Kimo Alameda, I'm not good at pronouncing these names in Hawaii, so I'll try my best, said in an Instagram post that several occupied homes may have been swept off their foundations in flash flooding in Aluchu and Wano areas, with a search and rescue mission underway. More than 125,000 utility customers in the state, mostly on the Big Island, were without electricity, according to utility tracker PowerOutage.us. The National Weather Center warned of damaging winds and heavy rain across the Big Island and Maui County overnight, spreading westward into Sunday. Maximum sustained winds near 75 miles per hour with higher gusts were recorded as the storm advanced. Forecasters expected hurricane conditions to persist on the Big Island of Hawaii overnight, producing 10 to 20 inches of rain with maximum totals of 25 inches possible. So it is possible that we had some areas across Hawaii that had 25 inches of rain being reported. Again, we did have at least 2 homes were swept away as Hurricane Lala went through. Again, it passed it just off its coast. It didn't make a direct landfall as expected, but she still brought hurricane conditions to the island, prompting 1 casualty, which is not really a good thing, but at least we didn't have more. It could have been way worse. We could have had more casualties, but luckily it was just 1 that's being reported so far, and that was due to a storm-related car crash. Before Tropical Storm Lala, Hurricane Lala, was expected to get closer to the island, multiple gas stations, grocery stores was full as people prepared for blackouts. And again, 125,000 people across the island was without power as Hurricane Lala passed through. Now, she still should be at least a hurricane and might downgrade into tonight, or maybe at least Monday she should downgrade to a tropical storm, and then eventually a depression, and then eventually die off. Now, the Atlantic hurricane season has been pretty quiet still. Haven't seen many storms form in the Atlantic, but we are dealing with the El Nino this year, so the Atlantic was expected to be much quieter. We still gotta have some waves come off the coast of Africa and try to survive the Atlantic. But I mean, it's going to be kind of tough for that to happen, but it's still possible. We could still see, a Cat 3 or a Cat 4 hurricane try to get going in the Atlantic, as we are approaching fall pretty soon, and we're almost in September when hurricane season really ramps up for the Atlantic. So it's possible we could see some storms in the Gulf too. We did have at least, I think, 2 storms that formed into the Gulf within the last few months that brought impacts to Texas, Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, even being felt into Georgia with some heavy rainfall as well. But for the most part, Florida been pretty good this year. Georgia, South Carolina, and the Carolinas. The Carolinas been pretty safe so far from the Atlantic hurricane season, but still got to watch out to make sure nothing sneaky happens, because it's the Atlantic we're talking about. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified each and every time I upload a new video. And I will see you guys in the next one. If you guys will, stay safe out there, and it's Aronde out.